Welcome back, people. This is going to be part 3 of this build series so far. If you wasn't here for the last part, we repaired the wings, the bumper, the bonnet. So if you want to go back and check them videos out first, catch up where we are today, we're going to start ripping the front end off this car. If I just spin this round. So we're hopefully going to get bumper off, wings off. These can be a right pain apparently. I've not done one before, but we'll get into that. Hopefully we'll get the bonnet mounted. See what we'll get up to. So I'm going to jump straight to it. I'm going to pull these headlights out and pull the bumper off first, I reckon, and then do the wings after that. I think it'll be easier. I've got extra wires on mine because I've got these funny lights. I'm hoping the audio is going to be okay now. Now I'm wearing a mic. I've got a different camera set up. Shouldn't have to shout at the camera anymore. Alright, it's been a while since I've taken the bumper off this. I've got to remember where all the screws are. What have we got? A couple up here. So I'm going to try and make this channel not just about bodywork. It's just kind of the place I'm at the minute. There will be a lot of mechanical stuff coming up if that's what you're into. So I've got a bigger turbo waiting to go on this car. Just haven't had the time to fit it yet. Right, they're out. Got a couple of screws in the wings, I think that's it. Where are they? 10s. Yeah, just some fog lights. Fog lights aren't going back in. We'll just run ducts off to the brakes or into the engine bay or something like that. Get rid of that. So we've got bonnet off, bumper off, one of the two. We've either got getting this wing off. I've heard a lot of stories about these being a pain, but there's a bolt under that glass. Hopefully we can find a way around it. I really don't want to break or have to replace that bit of glass if we can avoid it. You'll probably notice as well, the arch liners were already off. I had to take them off in an attempt to try and stop the wheels from rubbing. So I'm hoping when we get the new wings on, we can kind of bodge a wheel arch liner back together. A lot of dirt in there. And I unclip here. Not like that, that broke it. Another bolt in the front. Oh, yes. That's off. Can we just... So I've heard the idea is you kind of want to just pull it forwards and it should come out. Got it off. I'll show you how I did it, because it's not like the internet says. So when people say you can just pull it off, you can't. I just tried for ages. What I managed to do, let me bring you in. Can you see? Can you see that? The window here, if you just gently put a screwdriver between your scuttle and that window and real gentle, just give it a bit of a lever, you get an open-ended, quite thin spanner. Go in there, you won't be able to see the bolt, but you will feel it. Once you've got it locked on, literally, if you can get half a turn on it, the wing will just pop off. That's how you do it. Don't break your window. Be really gentle with that lever bar. It has got some give in it, so it will move out of the way. But that's how you get it off. So I'm going to do the other side now. Let's get this other side off. I'll probably just blast through this. I imagine you don't want to see it twice. Maybe you do. just like that. See how I've got? You see how I've got the spanner and screwdriver just in there, and that wing should come off now. There we go. Easy as that. New wing. Let's try and slide this into position. See how it fits. I'm not expecting perfection. It is a fiberglass kit at the end of the day, so they never fit the best, but let's have a look. You ain't got to worry about that top bolt either, because that's not part of this wing. Actually doesn't look too bad, to be fair. Let's whack some bolts in it and see where it wants to sit. Remember, don't mix your bolts up like I do. I'm guessing not all of these holes are gonna. Well, they're nowhere near, so that's a good start. Do these bottom ones line up? That one does. So I think this gap to the door is going to be the biggest issue, but I'm not going to be too bothered if it's not perfect. Leave that there for a minute. Does the door work? Yes, it does. It's actually not too bad. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let's get the other side bolted on and see how that looks. Imagine laying down next to you. Laying down mat. It's clever, isn't it? Just actually use it. We might just have to drill some holes for the bumper to go through, but it's not the end of the world. So I think, should we get the bumper on or put the headlights back in? I can put the bumper on, figure out where this wants to sit, because that's nowhere near that metalwork anymore. But maybe that's how it's designed to sit. Bumper time. Try to scratch the wings. Put these screws in just to hold it up. Don't fall off. Do they line up? Ow. Should we bolt them together? They really did put these bolts in an awkward place, didn't they? It would be easier if they went from the underside and faced up. Oh, let's tighten this other side up a bit. Hoping you can see what I'm doing. I promise this footage will get better to the 3 people that are watching this anyway. It will get better, trust me. What do you think of the yellow? Should we leave it yellow, guys? I quite like the yellow. The fitment on these doesn't matter too much, because obviously once we get them extra bits on, we can make it do what we want to do with it. If that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Alright, I reckon I want to bolt that like that. Another reason why I want a big splitter, not just for the, I suppose, potential aero gains. Hold the bumper up as well, which is the main reason why I want one. Right, that's on. Let's chuck a light in it, see if the lights still line up. Oh yeah, it's not bad actually. It's that sag there. If anyone knows how to actually fix that, do you just bang them up and tighten them up? Ah, that's for that. Ah, that makes sense. That's why them bolts didn't go in there. Because they're for the headlights. Alright, let's... That's the problem with them. But them plastic fittings on the top, when you try and tighten them up to hold the bumper in place, obviously where they're plastic, it's so easy to strip them. That one's kind of stripped already. These are the little corner bits that obviously go on there. The holes have been drilled sort of somewhat in the right place. So I think what we're going to do, we'll key all this up and I'm going to tiger seal it on, or the sealant I've got, which isn't tiger seal, and then bolt it on, because what we'll end up doing is we'll obviously fill these bolt holes over and we'll flush smooth that in so it looks like a not such a bolt on kit, if you know what I mean. Reason, if you look at the top of that, it's got like a, so it's like got a bit on it. That's descriptive. And that bit hasn't got a bit on it. So with this one, oh, that one, this side has to be bolted through the wing, because obviously that won't go through there. So I'm thinking I might just cut that off. Just cut that corner off. So now it's got no material in there. So now it lines up a lot better, fits a lot better. So I reckon I'll find some nuts and bolts. We'll bolt these on. No, we won't. We'll key this up first. We'll key it up, find some nuts and bolts, whack some sealant on there, clean it up, bolt it on there, and then we'll have to leave it to dry before we can do much more of it, which is annoying. I've got some of this. It's not tiger seal, but just as good. Just going to put a bead of this. This isn't going to actually hold on the panel as such. It's more just so I don't have to have the bolts holding it while I'm trying to smooth it. So, alright. Try not to get paint all over the silicone all over the wing is the next challenge. That one. Hoping this audio is good and it's not just like 10 minutes of me heavily breathing into this mic. I could check it, but it's a bit late now. So they're holding that. It's lined up. We'll do the other side and we'll let that dry. This side's going to be a little bit more tricky. For some reason it doesn't fit as well. But I think we'll manage. I've got to try and hold it where I'm going to end up with the bumper fitting, not where it sort of does fit now. I'm just going to whack in a couple of these. Yeah, they're wood screws, but they'll do the job. It's only temporary. This is when you need another pair of hands. Extensions are on now, so they're going to take, well, till the rest of the day to dry, but I'll probably just leave them a few days. So I reckon next step, we'll get that bonnet off, put the new one on, and then probably call it there for a day, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm going to tidy up a bit, we'll pull that bonnet off, and then, yeah, see if we can get the new one on. Let's get this on. I think the camera's about to die, so this might be the end for today, but thought I'd better film this because it might be quite funny if I drop it and smash the windscreen. Oh, I'm going putting a lightweight one on. I didn't realise that I was actually going to need bolts for this, and it doesn't reuse the original nuts. So I'm probably gonna have to. I've got 2 random ones for now. Probably gonna have to order. Well, definitely gonna have to order something to mount this permanently. But just for now, so we can see what it looks like. Oh, this doesn't even have a bonnet stay thing. They've been cut out. Right. Camera died in that last clip, but we got the bonnet on. Just got some bolts holding it, temporary, just some random ones, but I'll get some nicer ones. I cut out the little slot for the bonnet strut, just so that's all done. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Obviously in the next video, I'll finish the front bumper, smoothing these in, we'll get it painted white, get it back on the car. It does need grills. I'm going to try and get some Zunsport grills, the mesh ones. And then obviously we'll think about what sort of splitter we want to do in the future. I've got the little sort of bolt-on one that everyone uses that I could take off the other bumper, but I'm not sure if I want to put that back on. And then we'll have a look at, see if some arch liners can go back in it. I'm not sure if they'll fit just because of how much wider these are, but we'll have a look. Yeah, apart from that, it's coming together. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time.